Hello students, how are you? So here we go. We came with an interesting topic, rotation and revolution. This lesson is completely about the movements of the earth. So let us discuss about what exactly rotation and what exactly revolution. So rotation is nothing but it depends upon an hours. Okay, so revolution is nothing but days. Okay, see, this is a beautiful earth. Okay, so we all know the land percentage will be always less than the water percentage. For example, like 70% of the water percent will be there and the land percent will be 30%, right? So water percentage is more if we compare with the land, right? And so rotation, as I told you that rotation is nothing but it is counted by the day wise. There itself in its own axis it will rotate. Okay, so revolution changes all the seasons and everything. So this is what the revolution picture. So you can see clearly that it will revolve around the sun. Okay, so earth will revolve around the sun. Here the picture clearly see center the sun is there and the earth is revolving around the sun. Okay, right, see that this is how the seasonal changes will occur and it will tilt and it will rotate. Okay, so the earth will always tilt a slide and it will rotate. Earth spins around its axis just as a top. So small kids always they will play a top, right? So it will be it will axis in the same way, in a tilted way. Top spins around its spindle. This spinning movement is called Earth's rotation. At the same time that the Earth spins on its axis, it also orbits or revolves around the Sun. This movement is called revolution. So this is the difference between rotation and the revolution. Rotation is nothing but it will change the days, day and night, and revolution is nothing but it will change the seasons. Okay, so rotation is a circular movement of an object around a center of rotation. A three-dimensional object can always be rotated about an infinite number of imaginary lines called rotation axis. If the axis passes through the body's center of mass, the body is said to rotate upon itself or spin. So clearly we have to imagine the difference between the rotation and the revolution. Easily we can understand. Now if we talk about the revolution, is often used as an synonym for rotations. However, in many fields like astronomy and its related subjects, revolution is referred to as an orbital revolution. It is used when one body moves around another, while rotation is used to means the movement around the axis. For example, the moon revolves around the earth and the earth revolves around the sun. So this is exactly the action which is going on about the rotation and the revolution. Here we go, like if we observe this picture particularly, the seasonal changes, how it is happening, because of the tilt, one side the sunrise will fall another side, it is not, and that too in a tilted way. If it is revolving around the sun, the variation of the heat which is falling on the earth will be there. So if it is in a down part, when it is in a tilting position, the down part will always be the summer and the top part will always be a winter, because when it is in a tilting position, the rays of the sun will never fall on the top side. So this is what exactly is happening. Okay, earth has seasonal seasons because its axis is tilted. Earth's axis is always pointed in the same direction. So different parts of earth gets the sun's direct rays throughout the year. This is what I told you now. Like the position, the tilt, when it is in a tilted position, always the top part will be a winter season and the down part will always be the summer season, because the rays of the sun will fall directly on that particular part. So let us discuss about the solstice and equinox also. So what is the solstice and the equinox exactly, students? What do you mean by the solstice and equinox? Do you have any idea about it? Yes, I will tell you, don't worry. So solstices are nothing but there are two solstices that we witness in a year. So if we talk about the summer solstice, it will always come on 29th June. The North Pole is tilted towards the sun and the sun's rays fall directly on the tropical of Cancer. Okay, so the position of earth is known as the summer solstice. Just now I told you the direct rays of the sun will fall in a particular south part, so that particular part will always be a summer solstice and the top part is becoming a winter solstice. See, when it will come on 22nd December, the sun rays fall vertically on the tropical of Capricorn. The south pole is tilted towards the sun and the tropic of Capricorn receives the direct rays of the sun. So let us see this thing. The equinox marks the time when daylight and night time are equal. Always you remember, equinox is nothing but when the day and night will be always be equal. Equinox occurs twice a year, usually on March 20th and September. The word is derived from Latin equi, which comes from aqueous, meaning equal, and nox, meaning is night. So equal day and night is called equinox. Simply we can understand. Okay, then yes, this is what we are subject as topic, and the here is the some variation between the summer solstice and winter solstice. The north pole is tilted towards the sun will be summer solstice, and winter solstice the south pole is tilted towards the sun is called as the winter solstice. Understood? So this is what about the rotation and revolution and the changes of the seasons, day and nights, and months, years, and everything is completely depend upon the revolution and the rotation. Okay, students, so we will come with another interesting topic tomorrow. Okay, thank you so much. Have a nice day.